Heyo everybody, Evie PsychoCut here, and today we are going to be covering the first episode of Minecraft Creativity and Designs. I'm really excited for this series. This does not mean that Midnight Howlers is cancelled. This just means that when you're waiting for Midnight Howlers, this is what you get. Because it's improving every episode, and it's a lot better than the first one. If you're gonna base Midnight Howlers off of the first episode, you should just watch the most recent one. So with that covered, this is a world that I have with a lot of my friends. So my two cousins, Michael and Nat, or Mike for short, with my friend Eli, Marin, Solar, Madison, and that's what you got. So I really love this world. I've had it since 2018, and it was in October, so I've had it quite a while. I made it my personal achievement to get all the wolves, every single color, and I did. So today we're going to be drawing them. This took me 3 days, and the audio is a separate day itself. So my first wolf was Jingle Bells, and I love her. I almost forgot about the bow on her ear, but I didn't. I just had to record it after I finished recording. But it's in there. I do have a story for her. She used to have a mate with an unknown name before she got an owner, and then he died, and she gave birth to Everest, one of my other wolves. She also died by lightning, but I didn't want to just make a grave for her. That makes me sad. I don't really kill off my wolves, so she's still here. By the way, I apologize for any noise in the background. That is because there is a thunderstorm going on right now. After I record this though, it's probably gonna be gone. Since I have nothing else to say, I will leave the rest of the recording with the music. One dog down, 17 more to go. I did it lineless, so it would be a lot easier to draw the other wolves, and it was so much nicer. I'm so glad I did it. And just so you know, one of my dogs, Sailor, took 40 minutes alone. Along with Frost, the background took 20 minutes, because that's what I recorded. So cut me some slack, this video took a while. I named Hollow because this world was started in October and Halloween was coming up, and by the time I did get him, it was very fitting, so that's his name. I'm not so sure about his story though. Next up, we have Lizard, one of my favorites. Not in design-wise, as in story-wise. Lizard got struck by lightning and got a scar from it, causing blindness in one eye. She is also Jingle Bells and Go's daughter. Next dog is Remus, named after Remus from Sandersides. Remus is messy, silly, and loves making friends. Next up is Milky Way. Short, lovable, and compassionate, he is adorable. The stars in his eyes represent him being happy. If any other emotion, it would be a different symbol. Next up is Foldy. She's named after Foldy from BFD and is not my favorite character. It just fits the cyan color. I used black limbs and an eye shape to reference the character. I also exaggerated the body shape. Just practice. Okay, Sailor's my favorite wolf. He has favorite color, dark blue. He is not as simple as just he likes to swim as he used to be when I first got him. Now he likes playing in the mud. He prefers just watching you fish, honestly, not swimming exactly. He would love to go adventuring with you, and a preferred bedding is sleeping on a lily pad. He doesn't kill, he eats berries, though that isn't so realistic. I just like the idea. Me and Michael and I went on a little quest or a journey, and a creeper blew up, so I have a little bandage on his chest to represent the creeper explosion. He can't handle seeing you sad, so after seeing you sad, he thinks it's his fault and will go put himself under bushes, which is why he has so many scars on his paws. Oh boy, I love him. Mud is his thing. He doesn't really get in trouble for it because he'll always wash himself off by swimming. He has a good relationship with all the wolves. They see him as friendly and caring. It's hard for him to kill other things. He used to be able to do it fine, but after seeing fish be all sad after he caught them, he lets them go. But he's still okay. He's a very compassionate wolf and makes friends super quickly, and I just love the design. For his charm, I did a little boat and, a shovel, but it's only a shovel in Minecraft. It's, I'm sure you can guess, just look at it. I just love this guy's design. He's my favorite color, and I've probably made the most memory with him than all my other wolves, so bada bang bada boom, 40-minute drawing. Before we move on to the next wolf, I would just like to say, if you have any constructive criticism about any of these drawings here, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know how I can improve my lineless drawings and my art in general. Moondance Jr. When you first think of that, you think the first one died, but no. I have a horse named Moondance, and it was on accident, so I had to rename my dog Moondance Jr. She's not officially mates with Lavender, but they both have huge crushes on each other and know it. In fact, the next wolf is Lavender. She has a scarf covering her mouth because she does not like uncovering it, which means she's not such a fan of eating in front of others. Michael named Jellyfish. He had a dog named Starfish, and I really liked that name, so he was like, just name your dog Jellyfish. So I did. Milky Way and Jellyfish are the same kind of wolf, though they aren't directly related, but they are best friends. I love Everest to bits. I found her as a puppy with Jingle Bells, which is how I came up with Jingle Bell's story. She is also named after Everest from Stacy Plays Dogcraft series, which I really love. I'm just gonna put Ranch and Wild together since they're siblings and their stories are tied together. Ranch and Wild are polar opposites. Ranch doesn't really like Wild anymore, but Wild still loves her. It's just that Wild pushed her off my house, which is very tall, by the way, on accident. And she fell, and her leg is crippled along with her back, and she doesn't like to show it, so she covers her back up with vines and doesn't talk about her leg. Fun fact, in this world, we all have separate territories. He has the collar around his leg, so everybody knows where he should be when he wanders out. Next up is Ghost. They are a pretty mysterious wizard as a wolf. Beautiful. They are pretty strict on Lizard, their daughter, and is only close to Jingle Bells. And yes, they are indeed non-binary. The next wolf isn't my last wolf, but is the last part of my collection. Yay! His name is Truffle. Truffle loves being clean and pristine, with a sense of fashion. He is very beautiful. Along with that, Truffle has two friends, Foldy and Ranch. Truffle was named by me, though Michael said some French word and it made me think of it. I didn't want to name Truffle something like chocolate or hot chocolate, so I think Truffle is a nice soft mix of original and not. I don't know. I love this boy. He's so cute. Technically tame to Michael, but Michael didn't mean to recreate Frost after he died once Michael shot him with an arrow, and that's the scar on his chest. So Michael gave Frost to me, and he sits above my bed now. Along with that, Frost has a blue ice crystal on his necklace, giving him ice powers. Supposedly Michael's a wizard, so he must have enchanted his crystal to make him have powers. That's my guess anyways. Frost feels betrayed by Michael, but most importantly misses him. He wonders why Michael did what he did, because he doesn't understand. He forgives him for what he's done. And I gave him gold armor because I imagine that Michael might have done that after Frost recovered. To make it more of a fitting story, I say that instead of Michael accidentally recreating his dead dog, he actually couldn't stand looking at him after knowing he hurt Frost. Though I don't know if that's actually the story. I'm piecing it together as I draw him. I decided to record this because I knew I was going to do a background. And I'm really glad I did. Check it out. I know. There are such things as Arctic wolves, but I really wanted to give him red eyes before I started to draw him, and then I realized he probably would have been an Arctic wolf, considering it was all snowy in Michael's area, so I made him albino. Just go along with it. I know they're rare. Just go along with it. We all have signs to say where our territory is, so that's Michael's territory marker. His old signs say the Wizard's Endless Winter, but he's planning to change it to something more Christmas themed because he's building a new house. It's getting bigger though, and he said it will be able to fit all his animals, which is why he didn't want Frost in the first place. So Michael, please let me keep him. I love him. I drew him. He's my baby. My last dog is OJ. She is a tawny wolf and she wasn't intentional. I saved her life from a llama. I sit her down in front of my house and it projects from animals walking up there. It's really useful. She's my guard dog.